rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. It's just another Sunday in a tired old street. Police have got the chokehold. And we just lost the beat. Who counts the money underneath the bar? Who rides the wrecking ball into our guitars? Don't tell us you need us, 'cause we're the simple fools looking for America, crawling through your schools.
Looking out over that Golden Gate Bridge on another gorgeous sunny Saturday, and I'm seeing that bumper-to-bumper traffic.
Don't you remember?
It's your favorite radio station and your favorite radio city, the city by the bay, the city that rocks, the city that never sleeps.
Marconi plays the bumper. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember? We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Let's dance to the song they're playing on the radio. Let's sway while color lights up your face. Let's sway, sway through the crowd to an empty space. If you say run, I'll run with you. If you say hide, we'll hide. Because my
just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. A singer in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, looking down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some of them just sing the blues. Oh, the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strange. Searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight.
Try to be best, cause you're only a man, and a man's got to learn to take it. Try to believe, though the going gets rough, that you gotta hang tough to make it. History repeats itself, try and you succeed. Never doubt that you're the one, and you can have your dream. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. And nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Fight to the end, cause your life will depend on the strength that you have inside you. I gotta be proud, standing out in the crowd with the odds in the game by you. Try your best to win them all, and one day time will tell. When you're the one left standing there, you reach the final bell. You're the best around.
Am I unmuted?
Yeah, so they're hearing you.
Yep.
What?
So they should be hearing you then. You don't want to be unmuted, do you?
Probably not.
Blind, you'll be fine. We got good news. You can live the life you want. Yes, we know the truth. Grab a cane, get trained. Gotta get moving. Make a change on a wage. That's what we're doing. Come with me, yeah. And live the life you want. Nobody can stop you. Shoot for the sun and break on through. So you're blind, you'll be fine. We got good news.
You are unmuted.
Life you want. Yes, we know the truth. You and me, NFB, let's dream together. NFB, you and me, lives on forever. You will see, yeah. You can live the life you want. Nobody can stop you. Shoot for the sun and break on through. So you're blind, you'll be fine. We got good news. You can live the life you want. Yes, we know the truth. You can live the life you want. Yes, we know the truth.
Welcome, fellow Federationists. This is the virtual banquet for the 2020 National Federation of the Blind of Utah Annual Convention. We welcome all of you here. We are attempting to make sure everyone is muted. So if you are not muted, please don't unmute yourself. We want to make sure everyone is muted. And we think we've gotten that set up, but we did notice that a few people unmuted there. So please be aware of that. Keep yourself muted unless you were a designated speaker. Thank you for being here. This has been an outstanding convention. This is the final piece of our 2020 convention, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to keep it casual, but we're also going to remember that we have a great banquet planned for you and a great program planned for you with a lot of neat things. So the first thing, though, we do want to have an invocation for our banquet. And I have asked Barbie Elliott, our wonderful secretary for our Utah Affiliate Board of Directors, to give that invocation. So, Barbie?
Can you hear me? It's really loud. Can you hear me?
There's a hum.
It sounds almost like the headphones aren't plugged in all the way.
I think we got you. Are we on?
Barbie, you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Can
we
hear me
got you now.
Okay. Thank you, Willie. We'll start over. Our beloved Father in heaven, we are grateful to be together tonight as a Federation family. We are grateful for the triumphs that we have been able to accomplish, for the good things in our lives. We recognize that this has been a difficult year for many, and we ask thy blessing upon each and every single one of our families, our affiliate members, and those around the world who are suffering. Bless them with the ability to do the things they need to do, to accomplish the things they need to accomplish. We ask thee, Father, for thy blessing on this evening, especially on Anil and those who will be speaking to us tonight, that they will have thy spirit, and that we will have our hearts open to the things that he has to share with us, and that we will walk away with power and ability to accomplish those things that we will be inspired to do. We thank thee for this event. We thank thee for each other. But most of all, Father, we are thankful for thy love, thy constant overview of us, and we thank thee for one another. We ask thee to bless this night with peace, joy, and love. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you so much, Barbie. Very much appreciate that invocation. It's always nice to, normally we'd be hearing Barbie play the piano at our annual banquet. That's something she always does, either her or Jerry Neely. One of them usually takes turns playing piano, and then sometimes Michael Harris gets in there. So imagine them playing piano right now. That's what I'm doing. I hope that all of you are ready for a wonderful evening of festivities. You know, our technology, while it's been, I think, outstanding. Of course, we have some little glitches, but I just want you to think about this. None of us are technology experts. None of us. We all like technology. We use it every day, and we worked on this plan together. And we've had a few little glitches, but I can't imagine a more professional and run convention than what we've been able to do as all non-experts, just using our technology and the best tools that we can. And so I'm so pleased with our folks that have worked very hard to bring this presentation to you. I'm very proud of them, and I hope you are too. We have some door prizes that we want to give to you. So Danielle is ready to give away, I don't know, Danielle, what do you think? 5 door prizes?
Ooh, 5. Yeah, we can do that. I like 5. All right. So if we're going to be giving away 5 door prizes, I'm going to start off with something a little fun. We got this, the lotion, the non-scented, very good. What is this? I forgot what the name is again. Sorry.
Right here, we've got a doTERRA Spa Essential Care Hand and Body Lotion, unscented for use with essential oils, 200 mils.
Okay, and we have a fidget spinner, and maybe I'll add in, if you are from Salt Lake proper, you can use these yellow cab vouchers. I'm going to give you $60 worth of yellow cab vouchers. So let's draw a name. Okay. First name out of the little spinner is Aurelia Yamamoto.
Aurelia Yamamoto. Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, if you can text me at 253-569-3397, we'll get you your door prize. Okay. Next, we have, we're going to give you one of those really good smelling kits with the smells zestfully clean, and our hand sanitizer and our lovely hand wipes. Then we're going to add some Girl Scout cookies. Wait, that's not Girl Scout cookies, is it? Wait. Yes, it is Girl Scout cookies. I want to make sure I didn't grab the wrong box. And let's see, what else could I give you? Oh, how about a fidget spinner? Might as well. Okay, next name. Since I shuffled it, I'm just going to put my hand in and I'm going to pick out a name here. Okay. Oh no, I'm putting my name back. I don't want it. I think other people should win it. I don't deserve it. So it's nice enough, but no. Okay. Milt Taylor.
Oh, he'll love it.
Milt Taylor. Okay, so 253-569-3397. Give me a text. All right. Let's do another one. How about one of these beautiful phone grippers that looks like a little doggy? And let's do another one of the really nice smelling kits with the zest. Thank you very much. And how about, we'll do another fidget spinner. Oh, and how about a beautiful mask. We have a lot of masks out there, so we're going to give out a mask. Okay. And let's grab a name. Come on, let it be good. I mean, they're all good, but Kevin Ledford. Kevin Ledford.
He's here too.
All right. All right, Kevin. Well, text me 253-569-3397. All right, that's number 3. All right. So pretty much the other 2 gifts are all going to be sort of kind of the same. So let's see here. How about Barbie Elliott? Barbie Elliott.
We just had Barbie Reed, so we know Barbie's here.
So I know Barbie, she knows my number. I don't need to say that. All right. And last but not least, number 5 is going to be Cara Campbell.
Cara
Man, right
Campbell.
in the same order. Cara and Barbie. Okay, so we have those 3. Just text me so I can put you down on my list that I have you down. So thanks so much, everybody.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Danielle. Thought we'd give away 5 door prizes just to start off the festivities this evening. So we'll have a few more prizes and then we will get to our auction. Now, though, this is what we call the highlight of our evening festivities or our virtual banquet, the presentation of our keynote address. First, though, I want to kind of virtually put you in the mood. So I want you to think about the head table that you're staring at. Only this is a wraparound head table rather than a head table that stretches one way and the other way. And we're going to start on the end that I would be sitting on, and we'll go all the way around and end up back at the podium for our special guest speaker. So right to the left of the podium, or your right, will be myself and my lovely wife, Dr. Angela Peters. Sitting next to us will be Willie Black and Marnie West. Next to them will be Carl Smith and Sharon Smith. And going around the table, Ken Duke and Jody Duke. Then we have Laura Vincent and Jade Vincent. Then we have Ned Lindholm and Helen Ekman. Wrapping around the table, we have Mark Turley and Terry Turley. We have Walter and Barbie Elliott. And then we have Sherilyn Creer. And next to Sherilyn Creer is a man that needs, honestly, a very little introduction. But he has been an outstanding part of this convention. We've talked about the wonderful things that this man has been doing, is doing, and will continue to do for many years to come for our national organization. He has been a civil rights leader, and he has talked about the different things that he has done. I hope you got a chance to read his bio in our agenda, but blindness initiatives is what Anil Lois does for our Jernigan Institute. He is the executive director of blindness initiatives. He's worn many hats too for the National Federation of the Blind. Been a chapter president, a state president in the state of Georgia. He has also been a national board member. When he came to work for the national headquarters, he also worked in the affiliate action area. Then he also moved on to work as part of our advocacy team, dealing with legislators and Congress people in Washington. So Anil has done it all. It's been a pleasure to have him here. If you've never gotten a chance to meet Anil, I hope you do one day. You'll love his laughter, you'll love his spirit, and you'll come to love him as much as I do, and many of us do. So without further ado, our keynote address will be given by Anil Lewis.
I came prepared just in case you didn't have the applause ready. So, I felt I deserved just a little. It's my pleasure to be here with my Federation family in Utah. I really wish I was physically there, but now I don't have to worry about Sherilyn trying to eat my dessert while I'm up presenting, since she's sitting next to me. I'd like to offer just a simple modification to the environment that Everett set. I traditionally like to really feed off kind of the energy of the room. So my presentations are usually less formal, less structured. So this is a little difficult for me because I can't, get a sense of what I'm saying that may be resonating with the crowd and that kind of thing. So bear with me as I also get used to this new format. I would also offer that Everett, your team has done an extremely good job in executing this virtual convention. Many of the things that you're probably recognizing didn't go the way you wanted them to. The participants probably didn't even notice. And the way that you guys recovered from some of the inevitable technological problems is exemplary. So I commend you and your team for doing such a wonderful job. So the environment I like to create just to help me get through this is let's everybody just come on into my living room. Just have a seat. In this new place, unfortunately, I don't have a fireplace. I do have some adult beverages if you'd like to partake. We can sit and relax and enjoy each other's company while we talk about the Federation. And that's what I want to do with you this evening. But before I start, I want to express the regret of President Riccobono. He is at the Indiana convention. He may have time to tune in here, which I think probably gives him great joy, because when we do have the in-person conventions, it's a decision to make with respect to which family he gets to spend time with, because he really enjoys spending time with our Federation family. But this virtual format at least gives him the opportunity to kind of visit many more affiliates than he otherwise would if he had to physically travel to each of them. But his loss for being the national rep at this convention is my gain. And I'm really enjoyed my time here, as I always do. Really strong Federation spirit, lots of strong relationships. And I'm just pleased that I'm able to do this. I have one other piece I need to offer here. That's for President Riccobono. He told me to let you know, Everett, that he knows that you are the national rep for the NFB of New York. And currently in the PAC standing, Utah is behind New York. So I think he's probably wondering, how are you going to deal with that dilemma? I mean, you can't just go to New York and not encourage them to participate on the PAC plan. So if you really want to get the Utah affiliate ahead and stay ahead, you've got to do that due diligence now before you head off to New York to do the same motivation that you do for your members to our members in New York to increase their PAC plan contributions. So I throw that out for President Riccobono. I also offer greetings and welcome from our immediate past president, Dr. Mark Maurer and Patricia Maurer. They have, I don't like the word retired. They spent 28 plus years going to the Jernigan Institute on a regular basis, but now they're enjoying themselves, trying to find out what they're going to do in those instances where they don't go to the National Center. But their spirits are high, their commitment and work with the Federation continues, and they bring their greetings as well. And I would, Everett, I love you, man. I can't put a finger on when we first met, but I do recognize that in each and every instance that we get to spend time together, it is so real. I just really remember enjoying the time with you and Angela when we were at one of the convention parties, and just, I hope the Utah affiliate knows how blessed they are to have you as a leadership. And I really do respect and appreciate Angela for providing you with the support that you need in order to do the heavy lifting of the Federation. I had so many relationships there. Sachin, congratulations on your Kenneth Jernigan Award. Sachin and Everett were introduced to me by Ron Gardner at one point, and many of you guys may know Scott Labar and Kevin Worley. I call them the Brothers Colorado, and I call Everett and Sachin the Brothers Utah. And it's really nice because that's really true to the Federation family, that these relationships are sincere, as strong as blood, and I count them both as my brothers. And I would be remiss if I didn't express my appreciation to the work that Mr. Ron Gardner did in helping me come to a place where I understood that it's respectable to be blind. Ron has the patience of Job in dealing with hard-headed people like me. He's really able to communicate the philosophy of the organization in such a real way. I love hearing his presentation of oh my goodness, it's something about the arrow. I just get the message. I just remember the end. I see where the wings meet the body. And it's just a strong banquet speech. And it's a powerful message that really keeps me focused on my role here in the Federation. So the theme I had for the national report that I didn't really link into what we're doing is collectively shaping our future. And I think that's appropriate. And hopefully what I'll do today is kind of share stories that will help you guys understand how we as an organization are collectively shaping our future, because it really is up to us. No one else will do it, or more directly, if someone else did it, they wouldn't do it in a way that's authentic to the blind. So it's up to us to do it. And all I'm going to do now is just share some stories, and hopefully I'll do it in a framework that also reinforces some of our branding characteristics, definitely our brand value and our brand personality. But really, I hope it's something that you can take and start recognizing that you have stories yourself. And so me serving as the keynote for this event only means that I get to share my stories to you. And I hope that you look for every opportunity that you can share your stories, whether it be in a formal environment or informal environment. It's those stories that really teach us and recommit us to the organization. And I'm so blessed that I had so many people that shared their stories with me to help me along my path. But before I get into the sharing of the stories, I want to express to Everett, when you were going down that list of all of the members from our Utah family that have gone on to do the work of the Federation in so many other states, that's tremendous. It's a true testimony to the spirit of the Federation being so vibrant there in the state. And I'm just pleased that you're able to share that talent with the rest of the affiliates across the country, because it's only through that population fertilization that we're going to be able to get to a place where we can really create the systemic change that's necessary in order for us to live the lives we want. The National Federation of the Blind knows that blindness is not the characteristic that defines you or your future. You see, every day we raise expectations because we recognize there's those low expectations that create obstacles between you and your dreams. You can live the life you want. Blindness is not what holds you back. That was the 1 minute message that emerged from a branding effort that was coordinated by President Rick Abono. That's one of his biggest strengths. He has an extreme business acumen, and marketing seems to be his flair. And the 1 minute message, I keep telling people, it's not there for us to overly commit to memory to the point where it's rote. We don't want people, regurgitating the rhetoric of the 1 minute message. We want people to internalize the 1 minute message and make it real and something that they feel. And then that way they can express it to others. And that way, when people talk to us about the Federation, they're getting a unified message that conveys in such a short phrase, a short list of phrases, a way that we really recognize our responsibility in this world and the power of what we can do in order to make that change. So part of the other marketing campaign was President Rick Abono coordinated all of us with the leaders, the members, et cetera, participated in this. And we came up with a list of brand values, which I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail because that would mean that this would turn into a lecture. Although Everett said I had as much time as I can use, I think I really only have as much time as you guys are willing to tolerate. So let me see if I can at least express the brand values. Respect, I think that's key. We work with each other to make sure that although, the path of dealing with blindness is one that is challenged with a lot of social misconceptions. And we are devalued and to a point where the custodialistic attitudes that society has for us really turns into lack of respect. And whether we want to admit it or not, the perpetual disrespect from society transfers into us, and we get to a place where we don't even respect ourselves. So we have to work together to make sure that we do maintain a degree of respect. And by doing that, we get society to understand that we should be respected. And it all comes down to it is respectable to be blind. Once we internalize that and believe it, and we act in our lives in a way that demonstrates it, then we're better able to change society's perceptions of our abilities. Full participation is key in the organization. I'm so glad that we're now in the midst of continuing to push our membership because it's only through the accumulation of more and more members that are convicted to making the life change that we need, and their full participation, not peripheral participation, but their full participation, that we can really create the change that we would like to see. Courage is one that really drew me to the organization. I recognize that alone, I can be tenacious. With 50,000 members, I can be even more courageous and really impact not only my life, but the lives of other blind people. Democracy, I know a lot of people outside of the organization don't recognize that we are founded on the principles of democracy. I, coming up in Georgia, know this so much more than many, because I remember the time when the democratic process of electing our leaders in Georgia wasn't as smooth as what just happened here earlier today in the not the transition of leadership, but the reaffirmation of the leadership here in Utah. And collective action, strong. That again is what I recognize, that if I really wanted to build a better world for myself, why try to do it alone? Why not build on the collective action of other individuals that want to go down this road with the same energy that everyone else can bring to the table to make that change? And then the most powerful value, I think, is love. I came to realize that in a real way. So many people in this organization not only have expressed love, but have demonstrated it through their personal sacrifice. I always tell people that Dr. Maurer, God bless him, uninvitedly became a mentor in my life. And I'll share a little bit about that in my following statements. So what I'd like to do to frame my comments for the rest of the presentation is to talk more about our brand personality, which is another part of our marketing. And again, it's a personality, because I think that this is so important because the organization does have a personality. The National Federation of the Blind is not just this static entity. It is a personality, it is a person. It is the personification of the dreams, expectations of the blind of America. And the components of that personality consist of being inviting, being inspirational, being innovative, and being powerful. So I'm going to use that to frame my presentation and share just a few stories with you to show that reflect our brand personality. So let's start with inviting. I don't know, I may have told this story. No, I have told this story at some of the leaderships, but I don't think I've ever told it at a banquet. This organization wasn't very inviting for me. I went to my first national convention in 1995. I didn't really know the organization. I only went to the national convention because I heard that this organization had a tremendous resources for helping blind people find jobs. And that was my job at the time. I was a job placement specialist at a local community rehabilitation program in Atlanta. And I wanted to know how to do my job better because I was failing the consumers that I was serving. And I went and I sat down in the Georgia delegation because they had a Georgia flag. I was the first one there. And I sat down at this chair with this Georgia sign on it, not knowing. And my first interaction in that space was someone walked up to me and says, "You can't sit there." No justification, no education, none of that stuff. They just said, "You can't sit there." So of course I didn't feel invited. I didn't feel welcome. Luckily, I got up and I just sat in the Hawaii delegation, and they had the aloha spirit and they welcomed me and they made me feel good. And man, when those bagpipes came to blowing, it made me feel like I was in the right place to be. So it wasn't inviting in the front, but luckily we have members throughout that continue to fill the gaps of where we may fall short of meeting the expectation of our brand personality of inviting. I also would offer in between that 95 to 1999 year where I was considering joining the Federation, I went to one of the Georgia State conventions and I was working at the Client Assistance Program at the time. And I was doing a presentation and this gentleman at the table just continued to badger me with questions. They were good questions. They were legitimate questions, but I felt that he was hogging all the space. And I kept on trying to encourage the people who were attending to ask more questions and to let this guy kind of just chill. And, but the crowd did not offer up any questions and they allowed this guy to continue to boom, 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 question after question. I didn't know who Dr. Mark Maurer was at that particular time, but he gave me the business, man, but just the way that he does, in a way that is so, it just tests you and it pulls out the best in you. And although at that particular time, I didn't realize that was what was going on, because there was a subsequent conflict, not with Dr. Maurer, but with members around my presentation. And I really was feeling like this wasn't the place to be. And then I went back to my room, and luckily someone came, knocked on my door. It was Dr. Maurer's executive assistant at the time. And she says, you know, Dr. Maurer would like to speak with you. And I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I'll go speak with him. Bring it on. But he was there just to befriend me. And we sat there in the audience and we shared stories about what refreshable Braille display we were using and what our life ambitions were. And that was the beginning of a phenomenal relationship. So even in those instances where we feel like the organization itself is not inviting, we have to charge it to the heads and not to the hearts of the members of the organization. And we have to recognize that we're not perfect, but to our core, that brand personality is true. We are inviting. Inspirational, that's a difficult one, because inspirational, I think, and I learned this myself in dealing with our career mentoring program with our Mississippi students. The word inspirational sometimes gives us kind of that knee-jerk reaction, right? Because we're sitting around and people are saying, you're amazing. And that's because you get up every day and get dressed. And that's not amazing. That's what you're supposed to do. But I'm pretty sure you, just like me, walking around, living the life that you want, and people look at you and say, oh, you're so inspirational. That it just gets to you, that you're thinking that people are really devaluing you. So I remember just not too long ago, and this is how long it's taken me to really kind of unpack all of this. We were working with these mentees in Mississippi, and I shared this story at the national convention in our report, but I think there's some who may not have listened to it because it was kind of peripheral after the fact. But we were sitting down talking to these students, and you know, we, in our little seminars, we give them the back and forth and create some scenarios to see how they respond. We asked them, what do you do when someone in society looking at you says you're amazing? I love the students. The young lady said, I say, thank you. I said, oh, okay, that's good. You're polite, but let's unpack that. Do you understand why they're saying you're amazing? Are you doing something amazing at the time? You know, have you just cured cancer? Or are you just walking down the street? And they said, well, you know, yeah, I'm just walking. Well, that's fine. Is that truly amazing? And then we try to get them to understand that if you let society feel like you doing the normal things are amazing, then that's really just an affirmation to them that that's probably where you are. That person who thinks you're amazing for getting dressed in the morning is not going to feel like you have the capacity to be their colleague or peer on the job, because you peaked out right there. So we try to internalize that. And then one of the students made a reference to, yeah, and I hate the, you know, you're so inspirational. And then that went around the room for a little bit. And then one of the students, low vision student, just really dealing with the onset of his blindness, he just stopped the room. And this is one guy who usually just sits on the periphery, doesn't engage that much. And he says, but you guys are inspirational. He says, here I am dealing with this vision loss, and I see each and every one of you just living your life like it's not a problem. You do inspire me. And I think that was when it really hit me, that we need to be careful about those particular pieces. We need to understand the really nuanced differences to some of the things that we do. So yes, the brand personality of the organization can be inspirational. And I continue to be inspired by the young people that we interact with every day. I'd be remiss if I didn't give some significant appreciation to some of the students that we work with back when we had our mentoring program in Georgia. Some of the times, you know, life gets you down. When you're dealing with this on a regular basis, when this is your job, and most of the time you're dealing with the ongoing pervasive perpetuation of the misconceptions of the incapacity of blind people, it's hard to stay motivated. And I want to tell you, a couple of times when I was at probably my lowest, things just happened. There's a core of about 6 students that came up through our Georgians Empowered Through Mentoring Success program. And one day I remember in the office, I was just feeling low. Just out of nowhere, they had all come to Baltimore to visit. And we just sat up in that room and I took inventory of their lives. And these are individuals that were dealing with some significant problems in the elementary school, high school, and college, but really with our support, love, they really went through it all and became successful. And just watching them interact just filled my heart. It inspired me to continue to go on to that next moment. So we have to be careful of the words we use and how we use them, but we have to recognize that part of our brand personality is inspirational. Innovative, that brand personality. I was looking at how I was going to say that, and I was going to maybe look at technology and talk about Newsline, because we were really innovative in creating the Newsline service that allows us to access information just as quickly and sometimes even more even sooner than sighted individuals do through regular print. But I was asked a question by Ron Gardner, my mentor, during the Q&A last night. And Ron was saying, you know, now that you're staff, because he knows that I have a tremendous work between all the work I did before I actually came on staff. He says, what do you dislike most and what do you like most? And it was a challenging question. I hadn't really thought about it. And he shared, you know, that his was he disliked all of the travel that he had to do, but he liked the work and interacting with our members, which I thought was good. But it wasn't my reality, because even before I came on staff as an affiliate president and a national board member, Dr. Maurer had me traveling quite a bit. So it wasn't the traveling that I liked or disliked, because it really didn't change much when I became a staff member. But what I told Ron is what I disliked is not being able to be as dynamic, right, about what I wanted to do for the organization. Because when it's your job, it's a job. I serve at the pleasure of President Riccobona. It is my joy to do so on behalf of the members of the Federation of the Blind, National Federation of the Blind. It is truly my noble duty. He is a tremendous leader. He has a tremendous vision for this organization, but he gives me a job to do. I don't have the discretion to do whatever I want to do outside of the framework that he sets. But I take joy in it. So that's what I dislike the most, not having that freedom and flexibility. But the reason that I'm okay with that is because I may have been able to start a Bell program in Georgia, but now I'm working on a national level and creating Bell programs across the country with a dynamic team of equally committed people with the expertise and talent and passion to change the lives of these students. I may have been able to create a mentoring program that empowered those students that I was just telling you about, but now it's my job to create those types of programs nationwide. So the dislike of not being able to be as dynamic is definitely outweighed by the ability to exponentially impact the lives of blind people in a way that I had developed, I had a love for back in Georgia. So we innovate solutions to problems. Those Bell programs, the mentoring programs are really innovative solutions to the problem where the school systems are failing our blind children. And as President Riccobona says, if they won't teach them, we'll teach them ourselves. And through the Bell program, Bell Academy, I have to correct that because we're amping it up, right? Every day we raise expectations, but through our Bell Academies, we're not substituting what the public school system is supposed to do, but we are teaching them ourselves so they can recognize that Braille is not a burden. It's not hard to learn. It's not too bulky. It's not obsolete. And then we're empowering them with the advocacy skills to go back to their school systems and make sure that the schools step up to their responsibility to provide the fundamental tools of literacy to all of our blind children. That's innovative. That's aggressive. As Dr. Maurer would say, that's a big, hairy, audacious goal. We're not just doing mentoring programs just for the heck of it. We recognize that the public services in place and then the life experiences of these blind individuals without our interaction leaves them without real lived experiences and real relationships with blind people that can show them that they really can be who they want. They really can live the lives they want. Because as they're mainstreamed, there's so much a minority, in many instances, probably only blind student in their school system. And they have to face an overwhelming, pervasive perpetuation of the negative stereotypes around blindness. And if they don't have us to go back to fulfill them, to make them feel normal, then they will never be able to live the lives that they want. That's innovative. That's aggressive. That's part of our brand personality. That's who we are. I mentioned earlier that, we put blindness in people's face, and some people interpreted that to be, kind of the aggressive in your face. But that's not what I meant. If it comes to that, yeah, man, yeah, we're going to be in your face. But I mean, don't hide the blindness. And to my personal life experience, you know, when my vision was decreasing, I played sighted. I faked it. But we have to make sure that people feel comfortable putting blindness in people's faces to let them know that, yeah, we're here and we're your peers, your colleagues, your friends, your family, your loved ones, and we exist and we can contribute. So that's innovative. Powerful also. That's really the transition. This one, I was thinking I would talk about our Section 14C advocacy. I don't think people recognize how powerful that is. But this 80 years of devaluing the talent of people with disabilities because the pervasive perception of incapacity, we are kicking that can, squashing it. The recent report from the Office of Civil Rights is just more icing on our freedom cake. And we will get to a place where the value of people with disabilities is known. And I think this is so powerful because we, this nonprofit organization of blind people, have been the powerful core of a whole coalition of people that have been going against $1 million, $1 billion industries that have been able to use our public dollars to keep us in bondage. I can't think of something more powerful. But then I got a question yesterday evening, after a follow-up question. Someone was asking me about the blindness in your face thing. And then I got a follow-up question via email that said, okay, so my nuanced question is, should it be the responsibility of blind people to serve as examples to society so that that next blind person they meet won't feel like all blind people are angry or bitter or whatever? Should it be that responsibility, or should that each blind person really truly be able to just live the lives they want without that burden? It's an interesting question. It made me digest a little bit. And what I came up with is, whether we want to or not, it's really not a choice. Whether we want to or not, all of our actions, everything that we do within society that people see, it's gonna affect the way they deal with that next blind person, whether we want to or not. And that way it's really not a choice, but it is a choice of how we deal with it. So I said the question, so the question is, do we take on that responsibility and make sure we try our best to educate society to make sure they recognize that blind people have capacity and value, or should we just forget it and not have to worry about it? Because it takes time out of your life. It takes energy to do it, and it takes practice to do it well. So should the blind person be able to just, go on about their business? Solid question. But I recognize, and this is my response to him, I said, I recognize that one, it's not a choice whether we do it or not, because we're going to do it. We're going to have to do it. Whether we do it right or not, or take the time to do it right or not, that's the choice. And I don't think that one negates the other. I don't think that you have to either take on that responsibility and do it right, or go live the life you want. It's my desire that everyone, at least in this Federation family, takes on the responsibility of doing it right as part of the life they want to live. I think that that's really where we want to go when we're building our members. We want to recognize, or get them to recognize that, yeah, part of this organization, that active participation, it's not necessarily just being a part of a committee or a division. It's living your life in a way that exemplifies the capacity of blind people and helps shift those misconceptions around blindness and make that intrinsic to the life you want to live, the person that you want to be. And that's what we're looking at there. So that's powerful, because when we do that, that's when we can really affect change, right? Because the only way that we're really going to be able to change someone's mind about blindness, we can't just do it necessarily through an article, a video, some intangible piece. The only way we're really truly going to be able to do it is they've got to get to know us. And that's really what I want. I hope that people really aspire to that. And that's really when we have power. Those are the brand personalities, but there are two brand values I really want to focus on. One is collective action. And I think that that's what's important. And I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to talk about some of the issues that society is dealing with right now. And I promise I'm not going to go too deep. Hopefully many of you have read, the article that I wrote that was published in the, I think, June or July Monitor. It was really an introspective piece. And I wrote that on purpose because I don't want people to think, one, that I know the answers, or two, that I'm telling them what to do. What I want to do through that piece is to encourage everyone to do a little self analysis, and then also a little self-education. And then we'll all recognize, just like I did, there's so much that I have to unlearn in order to really get it right. Same way I had to do with blindness. So much I had to unlearn because I grew up in a world where my brother and sister weren't really living to their full potential because of all the barriers that were in place. And I thought that my life existence as a blind person was going to be poor. So I had to unlearn all of those things that society put in my brain. And believe it or not, as an African in this country, I had to unlearn some things that I had internalized around being Black in this country as well. So how does that affect collective action? Well, collective action is one of the true powers of this organization. It's through that exponential utility of all our talent and resources that we can make that difference, right? But we can't do it if we don't all get along. And I don't think that there's one universal answer. I think that that's really the problem. I think there's so many people out there that think that there's one universal answer, and there's not. Well, to the place where there's so much specificity. I think that if there's a universal answer, the universal answer is we have to develop a degree of tolerance, to take time to understand people and what they're really trying to say, rather than picking away at their words and trying to make them mean what we want them to mean. Collective action means that we, as a group of people, take time to really get to know each other and not make these fundamental assumptions based on any other items. I'm going to step out on faith with this one. When I went to be the national rep in Utah years ago, Ron Gardner took me to the Tabernacle to hear the Tabernacle choir. Ron and I had been interacting for quite a long time. He knew me, I knew him in real ways, let's just say Ron knows some secrets. But he took me to the Tabernacle, and I'm sitting in there, and they build it up and they say, all right, now we're recording this, it's gonna be playing on the radio, please be quiet under the music, that kind of thing. And okay, so beautiful music, by the way. And then I think maybe the third song in, they announced that this gentleman was going to sing a Negro spiritual. Ron Gardner leaned over to me. He says, I told him you were coming. I hollered, if you know who I am. I don't know whether that showed up on the recording live or not, or whether they edited it. But just looking at that, Ron felt comfortable enough to play with me that way. And just to show the nuance about it, I'm cool with it, But when I tell that story, some people get offended for me. And I'm like, why should you get offended for me when I wasn't offended? And the odd part about that, and many of you may be surprised, some of my Black friends get offended. I don't get it. But I respect them if they feel some certain way about it, and they feel some certain way about Negro spirituals. Well, I believe Negro spirituals are a manifestation of the resilience of a strong people. That's my belief. And I think Ron Gardner understands that, and he knows that, that I was going to take it with the humor that it was meant. And I think that's what we have to do. We have to get to a place where we have the degree of tolerance to be patient and understand and really get to know people, rather than looking for that knee-jerk reaction to be offended. I would also add, in this place of collective action, that my friend, my buddy, my brother, Mark Riccobono, president of the National Federation of the Blind, in my opinion, has done his best to try to navigate our organization through these trying times. And it's just amazing. Any of you who are leaders recognize that this is what happens. People think that you have the answers to every problem. He is a bright young man. He has a wealth of knowledge. He does not have a lived experience of growing up as a minority in this country. To expect him to be able to solve this problem alone is unrealistic and irresponsible. And I just want to thank publicly the work of Rosie Carranza and Sean Calloway in really spiriting all the work that our Diversity and Inclusion Committee is doing to be that resource to President Rick Bono. It's just like we say in the National Federation of the Blind. We don't want people out there making policies for us, especially without including us. We want to define those policies for ourselves. And I think President Rick Bono has the same respect for the members of this organization that want to frame our policies in a way that reflect the true, authentic voice of the individuals who the policies are going to impact. Our collective action, brand personality, demands that we do that we take responsibility and ownership in being fully participating members in this organization to help resolve the issues that we face. I stand with him, and I hope you do as well. The last brand value that I'd like to talk about is love. And I think that it goes without saying that the thing that keeps me here, the thing that wakes me up every morning, despite whether it's going to be one of those days where you get those tremendous, wonderful, warm feelings of how you open up opportunities for blind people that didn't exist, or one of those days where society is just on steroids and it's really beating you down. It's love. Love allows me to get back up every time I fall down because I know there are people counting on me. And I know there are people that love me enough to continue to support me. And I hope that there are people out there that recognize that I have the same degree of love for them. That is a true core brand value of the National Federation of the Blind. I surely hope that the words I shared today were somewhat educational, informative, even inspirational, but more so, I hope that they empowered you with a degree of comfort to be vulnerable and to share your story with others, because that's how we can benefit one another and help grow the National Federation of the Blind. So I don't know about you, but I am filled with hope, energy, and just love by participating in the National Federation of the Blind, because every day my expectations are raised. My contributions make a difference to myself and to others. And I can celebrate all of my accomplishments with my Federation family. I love you all. Thank you for your time and attention. Let's go build the National Federation of the Blind.
James, I think we need some applause, don't you? Thank you, Anil. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my friend. Outstanding presentation, outstanding speech. I know it's a little later there on the East Coast, but just think, in November, if you were our national representative, it only would have been an hour difference. Utah decided that we're not going to do the time change anymore. So when time change is coming October 31st to November 1st, we'll actually be Central Time Zone instead of Mountain Time Zone at that point.
Well, you're getting closer and closer to the real time. Come on, join us at Eastern Time, everybody. Come on.
It was a pleasure to hear you speak.
God bless you, brother. Love you. And you're doing a great job in Utah. Thank you. Thank you for
Danielle,
all your dedication and your work.
Door prizes. What do you think?
Oh, I surely can do that, Mr. President. Okay, so let's do this. So we have we have a nice, big, huge football for those football fans out there. Yeah, let's play. And how about let's go with let's do a flashlight. You might need it, or at least somebody else does. You can help them. And how about a nice gift bag with all these delicious water bottle, crackers, yummy deliciousness. While you're playing football, you're going to need some energy. And how about a fidget spinner? Let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to spin it. Oh, let's see whose name I get. The name of the special winner is Mindy Larson. Mindy Larson, please text me at 253-569-3397 to get your gift. Otherwise, we'll see what happens. All right, so let's do one more.
Do it. Go for it.
Now this is for the ladies. So hopefully, hey, if a guy gets this, that's okay. That's fine. You can still give it to your girlfriend, your mom, anybody who you think is special. All right. So we have the hand lotion that's unscented from doTERRA. We have the essential oils, and we have the little earrings. Let's add one of those really good smelling kits with the Zestfully Clean. You need that too. It's very essential at these times. Okay. Locking my special door. Don't want those names, like I said, go everywhere. That would not be a good thing. Okay. How about Randy? Wait. I don't know if I can read this. Maybe I think the two words got mixed up together. Wait, no. Hold on. Or okay, so BRIAN and then BUHROW.
Brian Burrow. Brian Burrow.
The two names got squished together. I don't know how that happened. Sorry. It was all one long name. So I was like, so hey, Brian, you guess what? You got to give this to somebody you love. So yeah, give me a text 253-569-3397. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you very much. That's funny. Yeah, Brian Burrow, I think he registered. He's an out of state individual that registered for our convention. But so I hope you're there, Brian, listening. I hope everyone enjoyed the great speech and presentation by Anil Lewis. It's truly been a pleasure and an honor to have him here and have him participating with us. Anil's a great man and a great friend, and I know so many of us out there that know him. I do know that we've had some special visitors paying attention to our convention. So I don't know how this is possible, but I believe Jacobus Tenbrook has been visiting our convention. I think I won't divulge who is using the name Jacobus Tenbrook. I'll let you guys kind of leave that to your imagination. But I have seen Jacobus Tenbrook viewing our convention, so I hope he's enjoying it. I hope that there are many other individuals enjoying the convention from all over the country. So we are going to now move to our scholarship presentation. The scholarship presentation is an extremely important and a very proud moment for our Utah affiliate. These young leaders are the future of our organization. I hope that all of them know how proud we are of them. And the scholarship committee has worked hard to put these individuals as finalists. I'm so proud of our scholarship chairperson. She cares deeply about all of these individuals and about the scholarship program in general. She works very hard. She thinks about it. She plans. And so I really hope that you will enjoy the presentation by Marnie West, our scholarship chairperson. Marnie?
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, Federation family. Anil, you are going to be a very difficult act to follow. So I'm just going to do my best. I'm still pretending I'm in your living room, indulging in an adult beverage, just so you know. I do feel very honored to be presenting the National Federation of the Blind of Utah's 2020 Scholarship winners tonight. It has been so fun getting to know them. Some of them I have known before, some of them more recently, but I feel like I know all of them much better than I did before we started this process. And I actually had a little bit more time to get to know them because we thought we were going ahead with the convention in March, and then it didn't happen. And so I've had longer to be able to talk to our scholarship winners tonight. So because you guys couldn't walk around and get to know them like you normally can during convention, I am going to tell you just a little bit about each one of them that I want you guys to know. Okay, I'm going to start with Courtney Barton. She is a senior at the University of Utah, and she wants to be a teacher of the blind. I would like to say that I have known Courtney for quite a while, and something that has really hit me with Courtney is how wonderful she is learning to advocate for herself. I think that will definitely serve you well, Courtney, as you go through life, and it will help you to be able to advocate for your students as well. David Carrillo, he is a sophomore at Weber State University. He's going into social work, and eventually he would like to get his master's degree in social work. Both David and Courtney are actually members of our chapter, the Weber Davis chapter, so I've had the opportunity to interact with them. I would like to say that David has always been fun to be with and to talk with. I have seen him and his sweet family go through such a tragedy earlier this year, losing their little boy, Lucian. And the strength and the courage that they have shown has been absolutely amazing to me. David is also our student division president and does a fabulous job with that. Carly Peterson, she attends the, Utah Valley University. She's a senior and she's going into special education. I have had the privilege of working with Carly at a few camps for blind kids in the past. And I think Carly has done herself proud in choosing her vocation. She is an advocate for the kids, and I think she's going to do a fantastic job. Casey Quinn attends Utah State University Huntsman School of Business. She's a junior. She will be getting her bachelor's in management with an emphasis in HR. I have not known Casey until the scholarship process has started, but I have absolutely loved getting to know her. She has been awesome, asked a lot of great questions, and I'm really super happy that she's found the Federation. Tina Reisner is currently attending school at the University of Utah. She is in her second semester, and she wants to be a teacher of the blind. This is actually a second master's for Tina. Her first one she got from Utah State University in ADA policy. So that's just a little bit about our scholarship people. Oh, I also wanted to say about Tina, I have known her for a while, and I have seen her do some wonderful things in leadership roles, such as when she was a junior mentor for Project Strive, and she also currently leads our Guide Dog group in Utah and is very passionate about that, which I really appreciate because I'm a big advocate for the Guide Dog group as well. Now I would like to thank my committee. Chelsea Peel has basically been my right hand through this whole thing. They have been there whenever I've asked of anything, and I appreciate Chelsea so much for that. Sachin Pavatran has been invaluable to me because of his past experience on a scholarship committee as well as chairing the scholarship committee. So he has been so helpful to me through all this. Susan Reimers has been so fun to work with. She has been super patient and she has had a lot of good input on our candidates. Valentino Jarege, Oh, I didn't say that as well, I don't think. He has been wonderful. He's rolled with all the punches. We've had to do everything over Zoom or on a conference line, and with the technology, he has just been awesome. And I have really appreciated getting to know him and working with him. All right, now we're going to get to the fun part. We're going to let our scholarship winners know exactly what they are winning. But first of all, I would like to talk to them just for a second. This is directed specifically at our scholarship finalists. You all have won scholarships this year because the National Federation of the Blind of Utah believes in you. All of you are either current leaders or you all have the potential to be future leaders in the NFB. And that makes me really excited to see what you all do. We hope that you feel comfortable to be a part of our NFB Utah family. If not, too bad. We've already adopted you into the family, so you're stuck. I would like to thank Milt Taylor and the Lions Club. They have been a longtime sponsor of our scholarship program. And again, this year have come through and donated $1,000 toward the scholarship. The rest of the money comes from the National Federation of the Blind of Utah. The board of directors has approved the rest of the scholarship money, and we really appreciate that. Now, logistically, we could not spend as much time with each candidate that we would want to in order to pick a top scholarship winner. So we as a committee have decided not to pick a top candidate this year. So that means that tonight, all 5 of you amazing folks are going to be getting a check for $1,000. I would like to take this opportunity to say that we have 2 Smith Gardner Fellows. We have David Carrillo and Tina Reisner. And both of them, that means that they both have each won a scholarship 2 times with the NFB of Utah, which is super impressive. So congratulations to the 2 of you. So ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present the National Federation of the Blind 2020 Scholarship Class. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marnie. We appreciate that presentation. She worked really hard on that, and all of our finalists are winners, are outstanding, and I'm excited to see what they will do. I know many of you are excited to see what they will do. I hope that if you get an opportunity to reach out to any of our scholarship winners, please do. Please make them feel welcome. Let them know that we want them to be a part of our organization. You know, obviously, some of them are and have been doing different leadership roles in our organization, but you know, some of them are new to our organization. I hope Casey Quinn gets an opportunity to get involved with our at-large group living out there in Price, and then hopefully Carly Peterson will look at becoming a part of our Utah Valley chapter, and also that all 5 of these individuals will get involved with our student division. We definitely need more growth and participation in our student division, and so do hope that we see all of you in future meetings and events that the National Federation of the Blind of Utah puts on. So once again, congratulations to all of you, and at some point we're going to get all of you to a live convention. Marnie has asked me, and I approve of this, that when we do have a live in-person convention, we will fund all 5 of you to come to our annual state convention. We will put you up in your room, so you won't have to, your own room, you won't have to pay for a room, and all of the meals will be covered as part of being a winner. So you will get to come to a in-person convention, and all of the expenses will be paid for by the NFB of Utah. So I'm really hopeful that you'll get to be a part of one of our future conventions in person. And so many of our folks will get to meet you and welcome you to our organization. Once again, thank you. Okay, let's do a quick door prize. Danielle, what do you think?
We can totally do that. Nobody's texted me back from the last two that I did. So since that happened, I guess that's going to somebody else. So let's do this. And maybe I'll just add a little something at, with it. All right. We have Uvia, Guatemala. Wait, Ulvia.
Uvia Guadalajara.
Yes. You will be receiving the beautiful hand lotion and all those other items that I said previously. If you want me to go through them again, I can. Okay.
You got it.
Thanks so much, guys. Text me.
Uvia was definitely here. You heard her give a great presentation earlier today. And then she stayed in the building and watched the convention for most of the afternoon. So, Uvia, we give you this door prize and congratulations. So now it's auction time. We have an outstanding auction planned for you. I'm going to kind of go over the rules of the auction again. And Cameron Frampton, our auctioneer, will also kind of talk about these rules again and again. So just so we have everybody's understanding of how this is going to work. So what happens is we will, Cameron will describe the item or the items and tell you them again. We have an opening bid. So if you want to bid on a particular item that we start with, then you will raise your hand. You'll use the raise your hand feature. And then if we have more than one, if we have, several people that have raised their hands in bids, we'll then lower all the hands. So you won't have to do that. We'll do it for you. We'll lower your hands. We'll then change the price and raise it up. And then that next price, if you want to continue bidding in that, then you'll raise your hand again, and so on and so on. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. I hope you understand that. We will lower the hands for you. You will not have to do that, but we will be raising, but you will need to raise your hand if you want to bid and you want to continue bidding on a particular item. And like I said, when we get down to maybe about you are wanting to bid on. So we won't put anybody in a situation where they didn't mean to bid. And then also, we will do our best to figure out a way to get this to you. If we cannot have you come here to pick it up, we will hand deliver it to you if we can. And if we need to, we will ship it to you. So obviously, if there's no way for us to deliver it to you or you to get here, we will find a way to ship it to you. It might take us a week or two, but we will definitely get that done. And that is my promise to all of you who want to bid on these fabulous items. So without further ado, Cameron, will you please take it away?
Gladly. Hello, everybody. All right, we are gonna get things rolling here, kind of the same way that we did at the little sneak peek. We're gonna start with the lower bid items, and we're gonna slowly work our way up. So first on the docket, I hope you all have been doing your thumb exercises because you're gonna be hitting that raise hand button.
The video looks weird.
So the first thing that we've got here is the Megaplex buckets. So you've got 9 movie passes, 2 gigantic soda cups for you,
passes
and popcorn
Megaplex.
bucket.
So that's like $90 right there, but I'm not a big movie goer.
Mark, can you mute yourself, please?
Sorry.
So we're starting the bidding there at $15. Can I hear $15 from anyone? All right, I see a couple hands going up. $15. I see 5 people there. Anyone else in at $15 mark? Let's take this one and let's bump that one up to 20. So if we could have all the hands lowered, please. Let's move it up to $20 and see who's in. I see 2 raised hands. 3. That is $20 for 9 movie passes. And the popcorn bucket and a couple of cups. It's everything that you're going to need for a movie night in, and eventually you'll get to take those movie tickets out and go to the theater like the good old days. All right, I see 4 hands up. You know what? Let's bump it up to 24. Oh, 6 hands. All right, things are heating up here. So at $25. Yep, I see a 3, 4, 3, 4. Some indecision out in the world. That's okay. It's perfectly natural. Oh, 6. Wow. All right. I think she's hot enough. Let's put it up to $30. All right. All those hands are lowered. I see 2. I see 4. I see 5. Well, you guys are getting the hang of this now. 6, 7, 8. Oh Lord, she's on fire. All right. Let's go right up to $35. All right, hands lowered. All right. I've got a few still in the running at $35. I see 4, 5. Ooh, okay. Let's inch it up to $40 and see how many bites we have. All right, so at $40, all this could be yours. I see 3. Anybody on the fence there? Okay, I think we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. So let's bump it up to 45. Hands down, please. All right, 45. 2, 3. Now 4. We're the 5. Where the number's getting bigger. All right. I think that warrants a $50 bid. Let's see who's in at $50. 2, 3. Ooh. 4. Okay. Hands down, please. Let's try 55. All right, 2, 3, 4. All right, you folks out there are just making us all so very happy. Thank you so much. Let's move it up to $60. All right. I see 2. Okay. So, all right, 2, 3. Let's move up to 65, please. Okay, 65. I see 1. 65. That's going once, going twice. I'm gonna call that sold to the Herb family. Congratulations. All right.
Sarah, we're just making sure you wanted to bid on that.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Sarah.
All right. I'm just. Okay. Now,
Forever.
Should I be? Is someone out in the ether there taking a note of this? Okay, it's okay. Thank you so much. Okay, moving on to the next item. If you or someone that you care about is a wing lover, this is definitely going to be of interest to you. We have got 3 Buffalo Wild Wings sauce jars here. We've got mild, honey barbecue, and Parmesan garlic. In addition to that, we've got 11 of these coupons for free snack size of your choice of wings. And that is, reading the card, available at the Riverdale, Utah location for those. So the bidding on all this wonderful, flavorful chickeny goodness is $25. So let's see who's in. $25. I see 3, 4. Okay. Let's move things along and go up, right up to 30. All right, then I see a couple hands up at $30. 3, 4. Let's try 35. All right, at $35, who's still in for some wings? All right, I see a couple hands going up. Maybe a few people out there thinking about it. 2, okay. So let's see who would like to have this for $40. $40 for all this wonderful flavor. Oh, a couple hands up at $40. I see 3. Okay, $45. So is everyone? Well, I've got 4 people in at $45. I see 1 hand up right now at 45. Oh, you've got some competition now. 2 hands up. Well, I guess you guys are just gonna have to duke it out a little further. Let's go up to $50. Ooh, the race is still on. All right. Let's go $55. Ooh. Ooh, $55. Anybody in the... Oh, yep, it's still on. There was a little bit of hesitation there, but you just couldn't resist. All right, $60. And now remember, we've got mild honey barbecue and Parmesan garlic. And a whole lot of snack size wings. So at $60, I think going once, going twice, that is going to be sold to David Carrillo. Right. Congratulations and thank you very much. All right, we are moving on to our next item here. This is a beautiful, handmade by our very own Stephanie Cordova, beautiful autumn wreath full of all the colors that we shall be surrounded with very soon. Beautiful orange flowers, wonderful little kind of yellowish burnt orange kind of little daisy flowers, just beautiful colors. You're going to want this hanging on your door. So
Cam, can you tell us about the size of it?
Yes, I can. I didn't hear what you said, by the way. So this is measured at about 18 to 21 inches in diameter. So it's a full size wreath that'll hang on your door, and in addition to that, it comes with a color matching hanger that is gonna get that on the door for you. So we're opening that bid at $25. It doesn't show their name, so I don't know. All right, we got 5 at $25. You know what? Let's just go right up. This is just such a beauty. Let's go right up to 35 on that. Who's in at $35 on this beautiful artisanal handmade wreath? 35. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Yep. The race is still on, folks. So let's go up to $40. 3, 4. Any others out there just waiting for your perfect moment? Maybe this is it. Okay, let's go $45 on this beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh, yep, there's still some competition out there. I see 3 hands.
Cindy.
Okay, so let's bump it up to $50. Well, still going.
Wendy Bybee.
Okay, oh, 3 there. Another has entered the game, it would appear. All right, let's bump it up to 55. I see 1 hand at 55. Oh, yeah, another springs up. 3. Competition is still alive and well. All right, hands down, please. We are going to go right up to $60. $60. And this piece of artwork could decorate your door. Oh, $60. Anyone? Okay, now I see a hand. Oh, a couple. Okay, I think I'm just going to bump it up to 65. $65. Oh, I see 1 hand that is going up and going down. Perhaps it's a tough choice to make. Oh, the hand is up at $65. Any competitors at $65? That's going once. That is going twice. 3 times and she's gone. That belongs to Ron G. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on, onward and upward. So here, this is for you or maybe someone in your family. I know there's a lot of very, very lovable, beautiful dogs in our great community. So let's treat them to a bit of fun. And let's see what we've got in this basket for the dogs. We've got a neon colorful ball. We've got ropes and things for them to chew. Like, we've got this crinkly guy here. He looks so good, I'm tempted to take a nibble myself. We've got dog cookies. We've got dog towels. There are some wooden signs like that you could display. It's got paintings of dogs on it. There's a mug proclaiming that you are a dog mom. You've got dog waste bags. Maybe you've got a little puppy and they haven't quite figured it out yet and they need some training pads, I'm sorry. You got them in here. So for all that, we're starting things off at $30. Who's in at $30? I see a couple hands going up. Okay,
Julie and Ron G.
All right, I see. Let's go up to $40. Let's see who wants all of this for only $40. Oh, 1 hand, 2 hands. Oh,
The Julies
the
are
rivalry is real.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2 hands. So let's go to $50. Anyone in at $50? Oh, a couple of hands again.
And Duke. Ranji.
All right, there's still some folks getting in at $50. You know what? We're gonna go straight on up to $60. Who's raising their hand for 60? I see
Angela
one.
Peters.
At $60. Oh,
Ranji.
at the last minute to swoop in, but that's the name of the game, folks. Let's go right up to $70. It's getting real.
Ranji.
All right,
Angela Peters.
$70. All right. So
Ranji lowered his hand, so I think there's only one.
sometimes you're in, sometimes you're out. Right now, I'd say at $70, going once, going twice. This is that last final moment to just swoop in. Oh, but it's gone. You had your
Oh,
chance. It is sold.
Ron had his hand up, but I don't know what happened.
So was Ron still wanting to be in at $70? Is that what I'm being told?
That's what I was told, yeah.
Oh, Ranji is back in the game.
Well, I suppose that. All right, we have to push it up to 80. $80. It's been a cutthroat competition up to this point. Oh, I see
Angela
a hand.
Peters.
$80. Okay, going once, going twice. The final banging the gavel sale is $80. Thank you. That was
Angela Peters.
Okay, wonderful. Moving right along. So this will be interesting. We saw how fierce people were for their dogs, but let's say you're a cat person. Look at what we have here. The Frisky Cat Basket. We've got a litter box. We've got premium cat litter, a water bowl, a laser toy to just drive them nuts for your own personal amusement, cat treats, cat toys. And of course they're noisy. You hear that? That is just irresistible. We've got a fresh live catnip plant as well as cat grass. That's real. I'm sticking my finger in the dirt right now. That's a living plant. And last but not least in this treasure trove is it's going to let your little feline get its hunting instincts out. Little white mouse, so cute. It's almost sad to see him die, but it has to be that way. And we are starting this basket off at $30. Who is in? Whoa, those hands just shot up. 5, 6. Heavens to Betsy. Let's go straight to $40. Oh, yeah, some action on 40. Ooh, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'd say this certainly warrants bumping it up to 50. All right, who's in at
Julie
50?
Beakley,
I
Aaron
see a
Tim,
few
Jesse.
hands going up. 4, 3. Oh, yeah. We got some hot commodities here, so there's nothing I can do but raise the price to $60. Who still wants in at $60? Your little kitty's worth it.
Aaron Tim,
Oh, 2 at 60. 3.
Wendy Bybee,
Oh, 3. All right, let's see who would want it for $70. Who's in at 70
Aaron Tim,
bucks? Are you guys just gonna leave Mr. Aaron Tim alone in this? Oh, 70 bucks.
We'll let her
Oh,
have it.
my apologies.
Wants
I
it.
made an assumption based on the spelling. I apologize. All right, so that is sold for 70 to Aaron Tim. Thank you, thank you. Okay, next up, this is quite a beautiful little piece of jewelry. I think you'd like to have it hanging around your neck. This is a 21 karat faceted amethyst. That's like a beautiful light violet purple kind of color. And you've got, a good 10 stones in there, all placed in this gorgeous sort of flowing sterling silver metal frame that it's on. And this opening bid is going to be $35. So just a beautiful shiny necklace, purple and silver. I see 2, 3, 4 hands up. 5. Okay, let's go to 45 bucks on this wonderful piece of jewelry here. 45 bucks.
Wendy Bybee, Helen, Lewis.
All right. So, competition is still strong, so let's go up to $55.
Wendy Bybee.
I see one hand. Oh,
Lewis.
And it's met with another. All right.
Helen Ekman.
All right. A third has entered the game, so let's go up to let's say 65 bucks. Who's in at 65? It comes with this cute little drawstring bag
Wendy
on top of
Bybee.
it.
Helen Ekman and Wendy Bybee.
All right, looks like there's 2,
Lewis.
3, a few people still in at 65. So let's bump it up to 75. Oh,
Lewis,
2 hands
70.
right off the bat at 75. Okay.
Helen Ekman.
Oh, did some hands go down? Is Helen Ekman alone there at 75? Oh, and
Wendy Bybee.
another hand has shot up. You just never know what's going to happen. That's the thrill of the game. Oh, now 3. All right. I think that warrants an $85 price tag. Let's see what $85 does. I see one hand.
Wendy Bybee.
Perchance there shall be another. Oh.
Helen.
There's 2. 2 at 85. All right, this is so beautiful. Let's just bump it right up to an even $100.
Helen Ekman. Wendy Bybee.
Still 2 hands going up. It's not over yet, folks. How's it all going to turn out? Let's bump it up to 110 and watch the story unfold. 110. 110. Going once. Going twice. That is sold for $110 to Helen Ekman. Congratulations. Thank you very much. moving on. Now, this basket here, let me tell you, she is just packed to the gills. You're going to be making a lot of dessert with all of what's going on in here. You've got a cupcake pan, you've got a cooling rack. There are not one, not two, but 3 cupcake cookbooks. Who knew? Not me. Cupcake book and cases. You got a pink cupcake apron and cloth napkins. You got these. Thank you for that little accoutrement. Some silicone utensils. Oh, and yeah, we're not even over yet. You can get a gallon size paint can full of cookie cutters. There's 21 of them in there. Can you believe it? Look at this. Decorative sprinkles are in there. You've got, don't forget the canvas storage bag that the whole kit and caboodle comes in. You've got Jell-O and pudding in there. You've got cupcake liners. There's also these little tips. If you want to get fancy with your icing, you have the freedom to do that with this set. All right. So believe it or not, all of that is starting bid of $35. So let's see those hands go up. Oh, yes, they're just shooting up. No surprises there whatsoever. Double digits. Heavens to Betsy. I just have to say $50 right now. Oh, yeah, 5 still going strong. $50. All right, we're going to go 60. And you're still getting such a deal. $60 and tons of interest. All right, I think we gotta just thin it right out a little bit. We're jumping 2 increments here. We're at $80 already. And there is still a whole heck of a lot of interest. That's what we love to see. All right, I see 4 hands up at 80. Let's see how many hands go up for 90.
Cindy, Wendy Bybee.
$90. I only see 1 hand at the moment. Oh, a second has joined.
Julie Bigley.
All right. Let's see who would like this for $100. $100 for all this. The poor little basket is so overstuffed, it can scarcely contain everything you're getting. So it was $100.
I lost all the hands.
Oh, but anybody in?
I saw Cindy, but then her hand went down.
Okay, so I see 1 hand at $100. Oh, and a second. Oh, back down to 1. So it's starting to smell like we're getting close to the end at $100. I see 2 hands up. Maybe
New Jersey wants it for 100.
Who's in at 110? And anybody going in at 110? Oh, I see Cindy Vega at 110. I think she's alone in the running here, so I'm going once, going twice. That is sold to Cindy Vega for 110. Thank you very much. All right, moving on to our next item. Maybe you don't really feel like baking a number of confections for those around you. Perhaps you'd like to sit down and watch some TV. Well, I've got some good news for you, because we have a Roku. So this is a device that is going to let you stream your Netflix, your Hulu, your news, Disney, HBO, sports, just whatever you want to watch, you're going to be watching it on there. It's got accessible technology, comes in the box with the HDMI cable to plug her in. And this is starting at $40. So who's in at $40 here? I see one hand. I see 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. Let's go right up to $50 here. Three at 50. Anyone else? Oh, yeah, a few more coming in at 50. Let's see who wants to stay in at $60. $60. I see one hand.
Wendy Bybee.
Oh, yeah, 2, 3. All right. I'd say we gotta move up to 70. All right, who's in? $70 for all the TV you can watch. I see one hand, $70.
Wendy Bybee wants it.
Someone at the coming in the clinch just
David?
to raise that hand. Let's go up to 80. $80 for this wonderful little contraption. Anybody in at $80? Oh, I see one hand at 80, a second hand at 80. It's getting a little tight. Let's just nudge it forward to 85. Let's see what happens at 85. Oh, more interest than ever. We're at 4 hands now. $90. Who's at 90? Oh, I see a couple. 2, 3. Who else is in? All right. Let's go all the way up to a nice round $100. Oh, I see a hand. $100. Any competition? Oh, there is. All right.
Norman
Let's
Jesse.
go 110. Let's see how you fight it
I
out.
like his style.
110 going once. Oh, now we got another in. Let's go up to 120. Who's in at $120? Well, it could be yours. All you got to do is push that little button. $120. Anybody in there? Oh, there we go. $120 going once. Going twice. That is sold at 120 to Norm Gardner. Thank you very much. Now, here, perhaps she ain't much to look at, just a simple red envelope. Wonder what could be in it. Well, I'll tell you what's in it. $100 worth of steaks. That's 2 $50 gift cards to Ruth's Chris Prime. So when you need to get a nice, perfectly seared cut of beef in your belly, this is the place you want to go. So this is starting $100 value at $50. So who's in at 50? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yes, we've got to bump that up to 60 right away. $60. Yep. I see 3 hands at $60. Anyone else? Maybe you're on the fence? Okay. I see there's a few contenders. Let's go $70. Who wants to pay $70 for $100 worth of steak? 5 people do. All right. The people have spoken. Let's move on up to 80 bucks. Oh, yeah, the competition is still fierce at 80. 4 hands. Let's go 90. $90. I see one hand at 90. Oh, and it's met with another. All right. Let's go up to 100. Let's see who's in at 100 bucks. These little red envelopes could just find their way to your door for $100. Oh, there's somebody. All right, 100 bucks. Going once. Any contenders? All right, going twice. Sold for 100 to.
That's
name,
me, Gary Nealing.
Oh, congratulations! Thank you very much. All right, now moving on. Look at what we've got here. Everything that you need to be running your own bingo game. Hey, when you're sitting at home, you don't know what to do, pull out the bingo balls, get them tumbling. You're going to have a good time. So you got this decorative canvas basket. It's got leather handles. It's got easy to read bingo balls, the master board for the collar. It's got large plastic braille bingo cards with chips and 25 extra thick stitched wood grain rapid reset bingo cards with big tabs. And we're starting this at 50 bucks. Whose number is going to come up at 50 bucks? Oh, plenty. Let's move it up to 60. $60 to have every one of your bingo dreams come true. 60 bucks? Oh, yep. You folks know what you want. Let's move it up to 70. $70. Oh, there's still a couple in there. I see 2 hands. Let's go 80 bucks. $80. Who's in at 80? I see 1 hand. Perhaps
Sonia.
that hand will go unanswered. $80.
Come on, sir.
Going once. Going. Oh, look at that. Just swooping in at the
Cindy
$80
swooped
mark.
in.
Yep. That's just the way she goes, folks. So we're going up to 90 bucks. I see a hand raised at 90 and another.
Sonia and Cindy.
Okay. Let's move it up a notch. Let's see who wants it at $100. We got a hand right off the bat. $100. $100. Oh, another hand. Got some competition at the $100 mark. All right, let's bump it up to 110. I got one hand at 110. $110 going once. Oh, yep. Another swoop. Unbelievable. I'm on the edge of my seat. Okay, now we're going up to $120. Let's see who's in at $120. Oh, I know you're out there. $120. Anyone in at 120? Oh, really? No one's going to go in at 120. Am I going to have to do the unthinkable and roll it? Oh, thank heavens.
We got
We have
Sonia.
a hand up at 120. All right, going once, going twice. That is sold to Sonia. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on. Now, this is for you or the coffee lover in your life. So what we've got in this basket here, we've got a milk frother. You know, when you want to get those lattes and cappuccinos at home, who wants to go and stand in line at Starbucks? Make it in your kitchen, in your slippers. That's the way to do it. So you got a whole bunch of hot chocolate. You got these great travel mugs with a cork bottom on them, so you're not going to be leaving rings on your table. And this useful little box that it comes in. We're starting at $50. We got one hand up at $50. 3, 4, 5. All right. We're just shooting right to $60. Who's in at 60? 3 hands at 60. 4 hands at 60. Ooh. All right. Let's make it interesting. $75. Who wants this for $75? Oh, I see one hand. $75. 2
James
hands.
and Lindsay.
Okay. All right. I think we're seeing what's happening here. Let's go 85. Who's in at 85? Show me that beautiful little blue hand of yours on my screen. Who's in at $85? Oh, 85. I'm hearing crickets. Could it be true? None of you beautiful folks out there are gonna make a $85 donation for all this great stuff? Oh, there we go.
Wendy.
All right. I'm feeling like I'm ready to call this right now. Going once. Going twice. That is sold to Wendy Bybee for $85. Thank you very much. All right. Now here's another one that, as me mother used to say, she's packed to the gills. So let's take a look at what we're going to get in this cute little wicker basket with a nice bow on it. So we've got body butter, face and body mask, 3 bars of great soap, exfoliating gloves and rags. We've got a cupcake bath bomb, not to mention a green tea bath bomb, and a muscle rub lotion. But that ain't even the half of it. We're going into foot scrubs. We got lip scrubs. We have an assortment of doTERRA essential oils here. We're coming into winter. It's going to be getting dry. We got some chapstick in here for you. It's all right. Anti-aging cream. Well, who can argue there? Bath salts, cucumber gel, and a massage ball. So you're just getting loads of stuff to pamper yourself with. And the great news is, if you don't know how to use some of this stuff, maybe you have a special person in your life that'll give you a demonstration. So we're starting here at $60. Who's in at $60? 4 people in at 60. 5 people in at 60. All right. Jumping on up to $70. I see a couple hands at 70. Going up, going down, going up, going down. Oh, up to 4. $70. Let's see who's got $80 for all this great stuff and a great cause. I see 3 hands. Oh, 2 hands, 3 hands. I know. Every day we make decisions. Some of them are easy, some of them are tough. $80 for all this. All right. Still 3 hands. Let's go 90. Let's see who's in at $90 here. I see 1. I see 2. Oh, and a third. The hands just keep raising. There's nothing I can do but bump it on up to an even $100. Let's see. Let's see what happens at $100. I see one hand and another. 3. Well, you know what that means, folks. We're going up to 110. All right, 110. Oh, 1, 2. Oh, it would appear that Bud 1 remains at $110. Oh,
Angela,
a hesitator has come out of the mist. Oh, and another.
Cindy,
All right, $120. What? Where's the action at 120 here?
Tori, Cindy.
I see a couple. Anybody else out there at 120? All right. Let's just nudge it forward. Let's go 125. Who wants this at 125? I see one hand at 125.
Tori and Angela.
And another. We're going straight up to 130. We're at $130 here. I see one hand at 130. I see two hands here. Oh, you deserve to pamper yourself here. Through these long nights of winter that we'll soon be facing, who doesn't want to just relax and take care of themselves? I see two hands at 130. Let's go 140. Who's in at $140? You're worth it. I believe it. All right, still two hands remaining. Oh, okay. It's some sort of technical issue has arisen. Let's put this on pause right now. So when would you think that was happening? Around 140? Okay. Okay, so was there somebody that was wanting in at 140 that wasn't able to raise their hand?
And that was me a little bit earlier. I'm not able to raise my hand, but I'm okay now. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. We just want to make sure everyone's having their voice heard. Thank you. All right, so is someone are two hands up still, or can we clear the hands, and then if anyone is in at 140, they can raise their hands again? Thank you. All right, so okay, I see one hand at $140. All right, going once, that's going twice, and that is sold for 140 to Tori. Thank you very much. All right, now.
Hey, Cameron.
Yes.
I'm just going to stop you for 1 minute. I wanted to take just a minute just to have a chance to thank our Spanish translators. Laura Vincent wanted to do that, so I'm going to give her just a minute to do that. Laura, go ahead.
Espérame, Alex. Sorry, my translators were actually talking to me. I just want to take a couple of seconds to thank Alex, Uvia, and Moy for all the wonderful support they did for us translating our convention. I'd like to thank the NFBU of Utah for their support for our division, and just wanted to say I'm really grateful that we were able to make such a positive success for our translating committee this year. So thank you all.
Thank you. All right. we're getting back into the heat of things here. So this is quite an interesting little contraption here. So it's an electric motor. You've got wheels, you've got tracks, you can build a frame. Basically, you can build a little robot and it's going to drive around. Who knows what you can come up with? They show you 3 different configurations, but who knows what you could come up with using your creativity. So this is a 3-in-1 educational robot kit starting at $75. Anyone in at $75? I see a couple hands. I saw 4 hands. Okay, let's go up to $85 here.
Sorry, I'm not able to raise my hand, but I have a member in the Spanish division who would like to raise her hand for this item.
Okay, so we are currently at $85. So 3 hands, 4 hands, plus
Maria?
another. So we're going to have to move this right up to $95. Maybe there's a child with a bright
Maria?
mind in your life that would just love to play with something like this, really get the gears turning. So we have some interest at 95. Let's go up to 105. Who's in at 105? I see 3 hands, 2 hands. Oh, but 1 remains. $105, but another hand is up. Let's just inch it forward a little bit. Let's go 110. I see 1 hand at 110.
Cindy?
Think of how this could expand
Willie?
the mind of a curious child. $110. All right, I saw some hands. They were up, they were down. Are you in at 110? Okay, I see 1 hand at
Alex?
110. I see a second. All right. Let's crawl on forward to 120. Let's see who's in at $120. Anybody out there? Oh, I see 1.
Willie? Cindy?
Oh, and a second. Okay. Let's go 130. Anyone in for 130 on this? I see 1 hand. Who knows where your imagination might take you? $130.
Willie
2
and Cindy
hands.
still in the running.
All right. 140. Who's got $140 for this wonderful little contraption? I see 1 hand.
Katie?
I see
Cindy?
2 hands. We're currently
Really?
sitting at 140. Oh, a 3rd hand has entered the ring. All right. What do you folks say we dance around $150? Oh, I see 150.
Cindy
And
and
another
Willie.
contender gets in the ring. 150. Let's go 155. We're getting just down to the nitty gritty here. I see 1 hand at 155. Oh, and it was matched again. Maybe there's a
Cindy
little
and
bit of
Katie.
a bidding war going on. Let's go 160. Yeah. Oh,
Still in the running. Cindy
we're
and Katie.
witnessing a rivalry before our eyes at $160. Let's go 165. Will it continue? Stay tuned.
Oh,
It
still in the
shall.
running. Cindy and Katie.
$170. Oh, matched again.
Cindy and Katie.
What tangled webs we weave. 175. Oh, still, it's fierce out there. This is surely the most cutthroat battle of the whole auction. No doubt. Let's go 180. Oh, is this raised hand gonna go unanswered? Oh, it appears that way. That's $180 going once, going twice. Congratulations, Cindy Vega. You fought hard for it. Thank you very much. All right. Next up, this is a wonderful little thing that you're going to want because it is an electric toothbrush with charcoal bristles and a USB charger. So it's got extremely rapid vibrations. It runs for 4 weeks off a single charge. It switches off after 2 minutes. You know, you don't need to go crazy. This thing, it's going to clean your teeth in 2 minutes. No need to go longer than that. You've got a lot going on in your day. 30-second interval reminder to know to change to another part of your mouth. We all need reminders. So this great electric toothbrush is starting at $75. I see one hand at 75.
I'm bidding for Sasha. He wants it.
All right. Let's go up to 85. I'm seeing some action here. Let's say 85. Now remember, this is going to vibrate 33,000 times per minute. That is going to put such a gloss on your teeth. You'll never go back to a manual toothbrush again. $85. I see a couple hands. Let's go $90. Who's in at 90? All right. I see still some competition at 90, so let's go $100. Who's got $100? And we've got some competition, so let's go up to 110. 110 for the cleanest mouth you ever had in your life. $110. Sachin?
Sasha is still in.
All right, going once, going twice. That is sold. Your teeth will thank you. All righty here. Now, we're getting down to some of the big prizes at the end here. So what we've got here is a 10-quart power pressure cooker XL. But it's going to do more for you than simply be a pressure cooker. You can be making jam in there. You can be making rice in there. You can put a whole turkey in there, and it's going to cook in 45 minutes. Oh, yeah. Say you're Cannon. Say you want to make some pickles. You'll be making pickles in this baby.
Bigger.
Is this a slow cooker or is it a Instapot?
Yep, it has a slow cooker function as well. It's similar. I know a lot of folks are familiar with the Instant Pot. So this is a different brand, but very similar in functionality to the Instant Pot. So you can just do a whole whack of things. You can make a stew. You can make a curry. You can do canning. You can make preserves. There's just all kinds of stuff. The options are nigh unlimited. So we're starting here at $75. $75. Okay. There I'm seeing some bites now. 3 hands at 75. Let's go up to 85. $85. Okay. I know we've been at convention for a long time today. I understand everyone's getting a little sleepy, but she ain't over yet. $85. Let's go up to 95. Who's in at 95? Oh, I see one hand at 95. Oh, and it was matched. So let's see who wants this for $100. Think of what you can do in here. An entire turkey in 45 minutes. Thanksgiving is saved. 2 hands. 2 hands at 100. Let's go 110. All right, I see one hand at 110. Shall that hand go unanswered? You be the judge. 110 going once, going twice. That is sold to Willie Black. Congratulations. Thank you very much. All right. Now, these are some very interesting prizes here. We're actually starting with this. There are 2 very similar bags. A bid has already opened up. So let me give you a quick rundown of what's going on here. So there is a travel bag. So it's from JetBlue. It's everything that you're going to want when you're having a long day through multiple airports. Most of us, if not all of us, have been there. And, sometimes you just need to take care of yourself a little bit. So what we got here, you get a durable bag, you get some wet wipes, you're getting some snacks and candy to tide you over until you get that wonderful airline dinner. Beauty bag full of toiletries, you got your hand sanitizers. You want that these days. Can't trust any surface, I tell you. $15 Starbucks gift card just to keep you occupied when you're at your gate. You got a water bottle and a fidget spinner because, can't speak for you, but I know I've spent some time fidgeting on an airplane. But the real kicker here is this bag contains 2 one-way tickets for you. And this bag had already had a bid come in before anything even happened at an astounding $500.
But what was their original price? And let's start from there.
Yes, they were 250. I thought. Oh,
No, we're just starting from 250.
Okay. Your faithful auctioneer has blundered. My apologies in my service to you. This bidding is starting at $250. So I see 1 hand at $250. I see 2 hands, 3 hands, 4 hands. Okay, that's where the action is. That's the price point, $250.
Can we clarify what the tickets are?
They are 2 JetBlue airline tickets.
2 one-way
Can't hear
tickets.
you.
So each basket has a full round trip ticket in it. So there are 2 one-way vouchers in each basket, and each basket is going separately. They were starting at $250.
So each ticket, so it's only 1 round trip ticket per basket?
That's correct.
Okay.
And the ticket is good through the end of 2021?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, so I see some action here at 250. Let's jump up to 275. Who's in at 275? I see 3 hands.
Turley, 300.
All right. We're at 300. Let's go 325. Who's in at 325? $325. Anybody? I see 1 hand. I see 2 hands. Where do you need to get away to? $325. All right. Oh, a few people thinking on it, deciding to push their chips in. Let's go 350. Who's in at 350?
350.
I see 1 hand at 350.
Wendy, Sonia.
All right. Oh, there's still some fierce competition
Taylor.
here. Let's go 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. 375. Imagine that warm sand on your toes now. $375. $375. Anybody? Oh, there's a
Sonia.
hand. Oh, and
Barbie.
another.
Milt.
Oh, yeah. So some people are coming out of the woodwork. I don't blame you. All right. So we're going to go right up to $400. Who's got $400 for a vacation and a good cause?
Barbie.
Oh, there's a hand. $400. Oh,
Julie.
and it met with some competition. All right, you know what that means, folks. We're moving up. We're going to $425. $425.
Ron and Barbie.
Oh, there
Julie.
now all of a sudden 3 hands. So it ain't over yet. All right. $450. $450. Where do you see yourself?
Barbie.
All right. $450. Will that bid go unanswered? Going once. Going twice. Oh, look at
Milt.
that. All right, we're moving up again, folks. Who's in at 475? Who's still playing the game?
Julie.
I see one.
Barbie.
And another. Okay. Oh, and a third.
Ron.
You just never know what you're going to get. Life's like a box of chocolates.
Milt.
All right. Let's go $500. Who's in at $500? $500. Think about it. You could fly to Greenbow, Alabama, and go visit Forrest Gump's house. Anyone in at $500? Oh, please don't make your innocent auctioneer roll the price back. We're at $500. Is no one? Nobody? I'm just hearing crickets out there. Did you fall asleep? Oh, there. Thank
Beagley.
heavens. I see one hand up at 500. All right, going once, going twice. That is sold. Thank you very much. All right, and now this is same contents, different bag. Maybe you like a zipper bag a little bit more than a canvas one. You're still getting your one-way tickets. You're still getting the coffee gift card for $15. You're still getting the wet wipes and the toiletries, the hand sanitizer. Everything's the same. Just the bags looks a little different. So we're back down at $250. So if you missed your chance last time, hey, you get a do-over. All right. I see a couple hands at $250. Oh, there. A few more people. I think I got your attention with that price tag. So let's go up to $275. Three hands at $275. All right. I think we are going to have to move up to $300. I see 3 hands at 300. Anyone else out there just not sure Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Well, get in while the getting's good, folks. We're going up to 325. I see a couple of hands at 325. Oh, maybe the same contenders are getting into a little bit of a battle with themselves. Let's go 350. 350 bucks. Four hands at 350. The competition is alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go 375. $375. I see two hands. Is that down to the last of them? Oh, so someone came out of the shadows. There's a third hand.
Hey, can I stop you 1 second, Cameron?
Absolutely.
Mark Turley, you wanted to ask a question?
Hi, just really quick. For those who have made a purchase, if you want to go onto the website at nfbutah.org, there's a PayPal account. You can make those payments right away if you would like. If not, we can make other later arrangements to get the money. But I just wanted to let you know you can do that tonight if you want.
Thank you for that.
We'll continue the bidding on 375, right?
Yeah, and I think we are just itching to go up to the $400 mark. So let's see what happens at $400. I see one.
Wendy? Willie?
Oh, there we go. All right, 425.
Around 450.
$425. Who's got their hand up?
Picking it.
Oh, okay.
Can I pick you?
Okay. We got enough interest here. We're going right up to 450. All right, $450. Will it get matched? Oh, yeah.
Barbie and Wendy? Milt?
I see three hands, four hands. All right, 475. How high can we go, folks? 475. How would you like to get 30,000 feet? How does that sound? 475 bucks.
Barbie? Milt?
There's a little bit of a bidding war at 475. Who's going to take it home? All right, 500. Let's go to 500. What travel plans do you have in your future at 500 bucks? I see one hand.
Barbie?
And I have Jim Reed at 500.
Okay, so a tie at 500. Let's go 525. Where do you need to find yourself? 525. Who's in? Is Jim still in?
Jim says he's in at 525.
Okay, that looks like that bid might go on.
Jim is at 525. So you got to go to 525 if you want. You don't want it? Okay.
Is it any at 525? We had competition at 500. Anybody in at 525? I'm not seeing any hands. I'm not hearing any voices. We're at $525 here. Could it be? Could it really be true? Is that price going to have to roll back? Come on.
Isn't Jim still in?
Apparently not at 525.
Oh, okay.
Only at 500.
All right. We're going to go to 505. Who's in at 505? All right, I see one hand at 505.
Barbie Elliott.
Okay, I'm feeling like that one is going once, going twice. The fat lady ain't singing, but she's warming up. All right, it's sold at 505. Barbie Elliott. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
And I just want to say thank you to Vetoa for donating those tickets. That's awesome.
All right, now our last auction item of the night. This is a really great set here. So what we've got is this technology kit. It's this hard-shelled case, and inside, I'm just gonna unzip this to let you know what's going on. Inside, it's kind of a threefold, like wallet sort of style case. It's got a page in the middle, like a book, and inside, we've got a 2-port USB wall adapter. We got a set of earbuds. We have a Bluetooth phone remote. That's going to let you control your camera when you're taking pictures. Say you have it set up on a tripod. You've got an iPhone dongle. Headphone, that's, it's going to let you plug your headphones and charger in at the same time. You've got the small little foldable phone stand. You never know when you need a little tripod kind of idea. And a 4-port USB hub with each port having its own individual power switch. So you can control which port's getting juice and which one isn't. And then to top it all off, to go with all these great little gizmos and gadgets, there is a brand new 7th generation iPad. That's the 10.4 inch, 128 gig. So the MSRP on that iPad just by itself is $600, but our bid here is starting iPad and the electronics case together is at $260. So who's in? That's just a steal of a deal. Who's in at $260? I see 6, 7. Those are the numbers I like to see. 8. All right, let's just go right up to 300 here. Who's in at 300? I see 5, 6. All right, let's go 320. Who's in at 320 here? I see, oh yeah, the hands slowly coming up, 4 hands. Let's go 330. Who wants it for $330? Oh yeah, still fierce at 330. Let's clear those hands and go to 340. All right, 340. Still a boatload of interest, and I don't blame you. Let's go up to 360. Who's in at 360? 4 hands. 5. $360, and all this could be yours. Well, I see a few hands. Let's just take baby steps. Let's go up to 370. 3. Oh yeah, there's still a whole lot of interest here at 370. Let's go 380, please. Whole bunch of good folks still in at 380. And let's go 400. Who's in at 400? I see 3 hands, 4 hands. 5. Oh, you know what? I think that's just going to be another jump. Let's go 420. Who's in at 420? I see 4 hands. Anybody else? Maybe you're thinking about it. Oh, there you go. That's a 5th hand. That's what I like to see. Let's go up to 440. $440 for all of this great stuff. Well, still a lot of interest here. 5 hands. Let's go 460. $460. Oh, and you're right back at it. I love the enthusiasm, people. You're just making my heart swell with joy. Let's go $480. 480 bucks. Oh, it ain't over yet. Four hands at 480. All right. We got to push it up to 500. Who's in at $500? Three hands. Okay, we're getting down to the nitty gritty of it. Let's go 520. Who's in at 520? Well, we're getting down to the last of them. Two hands, three hands. Let's go $530. Who wants in for 530? Two hands, three hands. Maybe you're thinking about it. Don't wait too long. $540. The action is $540. Three hands. Four hands. Oh, you're making our night, folks. We love you all. Let's go $550.
Wendy?
Three hands. Three hands at 550. Four hands. Oh my word. Let's go 570.
Willie? Sony, Wendy?
Yep, we still got a number of contenders here at 570. Oh, look at this. Five hands up at $570. Oh, just making our night. Just wonderful to see. Let's go up to 580. 580 and still five hands. What a great showing. Let's make the jump to $600. At $600, we have three hands up. And really, at this point, that's like buying the iPad and getting all the gadgets for free. Four hands
What's
at
the
600.
iPad worth?
The MSRP of the iPad is $599.99. All right, so we're at four hands at 600. Let's see how people feel about $620. Who wants to play the game at $620? I see one. Could that be the magic number? No, I see a second hand. And
Wendy
a third.
and Lily.
Let's go $630. $630. I see
Wendy?
one.
Angela?
Some people had to have a think about it.
Willie?
Oh, and look at all this. Now five hands up. We're going to go $650. Show me those beautiful blue hands. $650. Oh, there's still three. Oh, all right, still three. So let's go $670. $670 for a brand
Wendy?
new iPad and a case full of accessories. $670.
Sonia?
Oh, there's another hand up there. $680.
Nope.
Who's in at $680?
Willie?
Still competition at $680. Do I dare say it? We're going to move up to $700. I see
Wendy?
one hand at $700. Going once. Oh.
Sonia?
And we had someone
Angela?
a couple people swooping in at the $700 mark. You know
Willie?
what that means? $720 for one of you wonderful people out there. $720. Who's in?
Wendy?
Wendy's alone at 720. Oh, but the game is
Sonia.
afoot. There's another hand up. All right. And
Milt.
and a third. Let's go $730. Who's going to show me their hand at $730? Who's out there at 730? Just hit that little button and this can all be yours. $730. Oh, are you going to force your faithful auctioneer to roll it back down to 725? Who's in at 725? I'm just waiting on you. Just got to push that little button. $725. Who's in? All right, I guess we're going to go back down to the price that you fought over at 720. Who's in at 720? What an interesting turn of events. Anybody out there at the $720 mark? Is there anybody out there? $720 for a brand new iPad and a case full of accessories. I see one hand at 720.
Will it back?
That is going once, going twice, and that is sold for $720 to Willie Black. Thank you very much. Congratulations. No, apparently we have a $500 Visa gift card to auction. There is a surprise round, folks. So, Mr. President, what would you recommend starting the bid at on this?
Started at $250.
Starting at $250 for a $500 Visa gift card. Can't go wrong there. You can't afford not to do it. $5. Oops, I meant 5 hands, not $5. I'm sorry. I'm forced to rescind my previous statement. So with the interest and all those hands up, let's go to $275. Thank you. Oh, loads of people. That's what we like to see. Getting the blood pumping again. All right, let's go $300. $300 for a $500 card. Oh, the competition is alive and well. $325. Who's in at $325? You just can't hit that raise hand button fast enough. Let's go $350. 6, 7, 8, $350. All right, I think we're gonna have to bump it up to $375.
You're getting 10% off. Turley, $450.
Wow, $450. Does anyone dare match $450? Oh, I see some competition at $450. 3 hands. 4.
That's for 5.
5. All right. $475. Who wants to fight it out at $475? Two at $475. 3 hands. All right. I think we gotta go up to $485. Who's in at $485?
Sonia, Willie?
I
Ken?
see 3 hands at $485. 4. Let's go $495. $495 for a $500 gift card. 2 hands. 3 hands. All right. Who's going to go in at face value? $500. Let's see $500.
Sonia.
I see one. 500 bucks. That's going once. Now or never. Going twice. Oh, and that we're going to call sold to Sonia for 500. Thank you very much.
Is that our
That we've gone through every auction item. It has been an absolute pleasure to be your auctioneer. I hope you had half as much fun as I did, and thanks for your support. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, Cameron. Wow, that's awesome. I'm gonna give David applause. I think that's a clap for him too. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Cameron, and thank you so much to our auction chair person, Tara Purcell, who's here with us. She's totaling up the tally right now, and her team of workers in the auction committee. That would be Stephanie Cordova, who's also here. And we have Danielle Frampton and Cameron Frampton, of course, who've helped with the auction, putting together the baskets. And then a big thank you to all of the Federation members, Federation chapters, divisions, groups who donated items or went out and helped find items. I thank all of you. The NFB of Utah thanks all of you for your support. And then, of course, thank you to all of the wonderful members and individuals who bid on these outstanding items and were lucky enough to win them. So thank you so much to all of you. The NFB of Utah appreciates the funding that you're helping us with raising our funds and keeping going with the great programs that we are trying to put together for our organization. Tara, do you have that total for me? So we raised $3,755. So, hey, congratulations.
Yay.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. This has been a fabulous convention. I hope that all of you have enjoyed it as much as I have. Virtual conventions are definitely a challenge, but they're fun. They're exciting and not as great as our live and in-person conventions. So we hope that we get to put one on in March and hope that we get to see everybody. We do have dates set for March 26th and 27th. And we do have the Sheraton Hotel in Salt Lake City that has agreed to honor our contract that we had before. And so if we are able to hold an in-person convention, which we really hope we do, we will be at the Sheraton Hotel March 26th and 27th and 28th, I believe, those 3 days, 2021. So just keep those dates open and we will want to see you there live and in person. On that note, it's been a fabulous convention. It's a pleasure and an honor to serve you as your president. And let's go build the National Federation of the Blind of Utah. Our 2020 annual virtual convention has now adjourned.
Thank you, Everett. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Awesome convention,
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Here she come now, say money, money.
They didn't give away.
Down, turn around, come on, money. Hey, she give me love and I feel alright now. You gotta toss and turn and feel alright. Yeah, I feel alright. I say yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause you make me feel so good, so Shotgun dead and I come out loaded. Don't stop cooking as I feel alright now. Hey, but don't stop now. Come on, moan it. Come on, yeah. I say yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. God, you make me feel so good, so good. When I feel alright, you're so fine, you're so fine, you're so fine. And I feel alright, I say yeah, 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 yeah.
Kaiser Toe is waving.